นับสนุนโดย Exim Bank สนับสนุนมากกว่าการส่งออกโทร 026172111 AJ DVD Home Theater พระเอกตัวจริง Eco Group บริษัทผลิตไฟฟ้าจำกัดมหาชนต้นแบบต้นทางโรงไฟฟ้าสีเขียว D-Tech Feel Good
So your style of investing would be more or less like that of Warren Buffett, long-term value investment.
That's right, exactly. Long-term value. This is the only way in our view.
Can you share with us some of your investing tricks, maybe?
Well, I wouldn't say they're tricks, but I think the first thing is we do our homework. We look at companies in detail. We do a lot of research. We visit the companies. We talk to the management. So we get a very, very insightful picture of what the company is, how it works, and what is the future of the company. Mm-hmm. We then determine what's a good price to buy it and what's a good price to sell. And then we start buying at what we think is a fair value. And when it reaches the sell price, we sell it.
Do you look at particular types of stocks to buy in each country?
We look at the cheapest. In other words, we try to find the cheapest stocks.
In terms of value?
In terms of value. In terms of book value, in terms of earnings, in terms of assets, etc.
And how far or how long do you plan to invest when you say this is a good one?
Well, we make our original estimates based on 5 years. But some companies we've held for over 20 years.
Why so?
Because they got better and better. Their earnings got better and better, so we kept on raising our self-limit.
How do you invest personally?
Invest personally. I invest in my own funds. I, of course, have cash in the bank, and I invest in property. Those three things.
3 things. Would that be your advice to other people too?
No, I think everybody has to look at their own situation. Of course, first and foremost, people should have a roof over their heads, so they should own their own home. Okay. That should be the first objective. The second objective would then be to get a nest egg, money to retire on or money for an emergency. And the third thing, then they can invest in stocks, mutual funds.
What is value philosophy?
Value philosophy is buying the cheapest stocks, buying stocks that are valued at less than what you think they should be valued at.
Some people would say wealth today is concentrated in the hand of so few, while many people still face poverty. What would be your reaction to that?
That's been true since the beginning of mankind, and will probably be true in the future. And there's no easy solution. The only thing you can do is try to raise the water level for everyone. In other words, a rising tide lifts all ships. So if you're able to create wealth, generally, then it will affect the poorest. Because the richest need to spend their money.
Does it really trickle down wealth?
Oh, yes. It does.
Then we still have so many poor people around the world compared to people wealthy.
But compared to what it was 10 years ago or 20 years ago, much less. In China alone, over 300 million people have been lifted out of poverty in the last 5 years. So that's what's happening. You're seeing this tide rising up. So there's a chance that everyone will become wealthier.
One thing that people say is that when we say the word investor, it has some negative image that comes with the word. These people are greedy, they're selfish. Are all investors that way?
Everyone is greedy and selfish in the sense that they have to look after their own well-being. So if you consider that greedy and selfish, well, that's reality. the negative aspect is if someone becomes richer upon the misfortune of someone else. That is, of course, not good. But generally speaking, investing tends to help everybody because by putting capital into an enterprise or into some project, you are employing people, you're increasing the amount of infrastructure or the amount of plant available, you're increasing productivity, etc., etc. So I would say investors are a blessing to society as a whole.
สำหรับปีนี้นะคะท่านผู้ชมอยากจะให้คุณสุวิชัยหรือว่าดิฉันเนี่ยไปสัมภาษณ์ใครหรือว่าทำรายการที่ไหนนะคะที่ท่านผู้ชมคิดว่าน่าสนใจอย่างยิ่งเลยก็เขียนความคิดเห็นเข้ามาได้นะคะผ่านทางแฟนเพจของชีพจรโลกทาง Facebook ค่ะแล้วเราก็จะเลือกมานะคะความคิดเห็นที่โดนใจเราจะมอบของที่ระลึกให้ด้วยค่ะ
วันนี้เป็นวันแรกของชีพจรโลกของปีใหม่ครับหวังว่าเราจะเริ่มต้นด้วยความหวังความสดใสมีงานท้าทายเยอะครับแต่ว่าท้าทายแล้วสนุกทำให้ชีวิตเรามีความหมายแล้วก็ขอเป็นกำลังใจให้กับทุกคนครับวันนี้เวลาหมดแล้วครับคุณวีนารักษ์กับผมลาไปก่อนสวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีค่ะ